Aging gracefully is not about resisting the natural changes that come with time. It's about adapting with care and curiosity. As the years add layers of wisdom to our minds, they sometimes challenge the agility of our bodies, especially with activities we once took for granted, like walking. But as our steps slow, we find a new rhythm, one that aligns with what our bodies need rather than what they used to do. This doesn't mean giving up on movement altogether. On the contrary, this is a time to explore gentle yet impactful activities that honor our physical strength and flexibility without overextending. Imagine this period as a shift from pushing limits to embracing balance, where physical health is no longer a race, but a graceful dance attuned to our capabilities. For example, chair yoga, which may seem simple at first glance, is incredibly powerful. Each stretch and pose reminds us of the fluidity our bodies still possess, and by focusing on controlled breathing and mindful movement, we give our bodies the chance to feel invigorated, aligned, and balanced. These exercises, although modest, strengthen our core, keep our joints supple, and awaken muscles that support our posture. Another gentle practice, light resistance training, may seem unconventional for someone in their 70s or 80s, but using even the smallest weights, or simply the weight of our own bodies, can do wonders for our strength and endurance. Think of it as a way of building a resilient foundation from the inside out. Many who have embraced these new ways of movement, often for the first time in their lives, report a profound sense of vitality, of feeling capable and in control. Consider a story of a woman who, in her late 70s, began a simple morning routine of stretching exercises and chair yoga after her doctor advised her to move daily, if even in small amounts. Within months, she was not only moving with greater ease, but also feeling more independent, more empowered. Movement, it turns out, isn't only about physical health. It affects our mood, our outlook, our resilience. The body, when nurtured, responds with gratitude, rewarding us with the energy to pursue what brings us joy. We may not run marathons, but perhaps we walk with more purpose, enjoying the crisp morning air or the sunlight streaming through our windows, each step a quiet victory over inertia. So ask yourself, what small movement, what gentle exercise could I bring into my day that would honor my body's journey? Reflect on what keeps you feeling vital and share these reflections with us below. For those watching, this is an invitation to pause and consider how we can all adapt our physical practices to celebrate, rather than fight against, the natural rhythm of our bodies. Lesson 2. Cultivating financial wisdom and security. As we age, one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves is peace of mind. And much of that peace rests in the realm of financial security. With decades of experiences and life lessons behind us, the journey of financial independence is one we've walked in various ways, sometimes confidently, other times with uncertainty. In these years, our financial priorities may shift, focusing more on stability, simplicity, and prudence. Yet, this chapter of life requires as much awareness and mindfulness about money as any other. As expenses adjust and our sources of income may become more fixed, the security and freedom we seek in financial matters are possible through wise, intentional choices. These choices go beyond budgeting. They reflect the care we bring to our well-being. By thoughtfully managing finances, we can support a lifestyle of independence, comfort, and enjoyment. And with that comes the confidence that we are making the best choices for ourselves, embracing what we need rather than chasing excess. But financial wisdom is not simply a matter of adding or subtracting. It's about understanding the landscape we're in. Today, scams and frauds that target seniors are sadly more prevalent than ever, which makes it essential to be vigilant and proactive. How often have we heard stories of people, smart, cautious individuals, who found themselves misled by seemingly trustworthy offers? Scammers are crafty, often pretending to be people we know, institutions we trust, or presenting themselves as emergency situations that require immediate action. This can create stress and confusion, and in those moments, our best defense is knowledge and caution. One effective strategy is to never make immediate decisions about money, especially over the phone or online. Taking a step back, allowing ourselves to reflect, and consulting with trusted family members or friends can often reveal a situation's true nature. Think of this as not just protecting our finances, but as a form of self-respect, honoring all we have worked for by ensuring it remains safe. Imagine the strength that comes from knowing our financial stability isn't at risk of being shaken by someone else's deceit. Beyond protection, however, lies the need for practical planning. Consider reviewing your finances regularly, organizing important documents, and perhaps even simplifying accounts or investments to reduce stress and streamline what you need to manage. Many find that consolidating finances or consulting a trusted financial advisor for guidance can bring immense clarity. And for those who find joy in sharing their wisdom, it's a wonderful opportunity to pass down financial tips and insights to younger generations, helping them avoid pitfalls and build a future based on security and responsibility. Reflect on the life lessons you've accumulated, the decisions that brought you peace, the missteps that taught you resilience, and think of the legacy of knowledge you can share. In this way, financial wisdom becomes not just a private endeavor, but a community contribution, a ripple effect that extends beyond your lifetime. If you're watching and find yourself with insights or financial tips that have served you well, consider sharing them below. Our experiences, after all, are a powerful form of currency, and your story may offer the very guidance someone else needs. So, let's think about what brings us financial peace and stability, and remember that while dollars and cents may define the technical side, the heart of financial wisdom is about knowing what gives us lasting peace. Lesson 3. Developing a joyful, resilient mindset. The years bring a deeper understanding of life's unpredictability, its joys and its sorrows, the triumphs and the hardships that we all encounter along the way. Yet, if we allow it, age gifts us something truly powerful: perspective. With perspective, we see that a joyful life is often less about the absence of challenges and more about how we choose to face them. Imagine waking up each morning not just counting days, but celebrating them, choosing to find beauty even in the smallest things: a gentle breeze, a well-loved book, or a moment of laughter with a friend. Cultivating a resilient mindset, especially in the later chapters of life, isn't about pretending that difficulties don't exist. It's about nurturing a spirit that can thrive in spite of them. This strength is built gradually through years of weathering storms and savoring clear skies, and it emerges as a quiet yet unbreakable resolve to live fully. What we need to cultivate now is a joy that's deeply rooted, one that doesn't fade with the passing of time, but instead grows stronger, nourished by gratitude and resilience. One of the simplest yet most profound ways to nurture this mindset is through the practice of gratitude. When we take the time to reflect on what we're thankful for, we train our minds to seek the positive, even in difficult circumstances. It can be as simple as appreciating a beautiful sunrise or the taste of a favorite meal. What matters is the act of noticing. For many, keeping a small journal or even mentally listing 3 things they are grateful for each day has a transformative effect on how they experience life. These small moments of gratitude accumulate, creating a habit of positivity that fortifies our minds against worry and fear. And let's not forget laughter. It is one of the most powerful and immediate ways to lift our spirits. Whether it's watching a funny movie, recalling an old memory that makes us chuckle, or simply sharing light-hearted moments with others, laughter connects us to a sense of lightness. It reminds us not to take ourselves too seriously and that joy is always within reach, even in challenging times. Beyond gratitude and laughter, having a sense of purpose is essential to maintaining a joyful mindset. Purpose doesn't have to be a grand mission. It can be something as simple as caring for a garden, helping a neighbor, or learning something new. Purpose gives us a reason to greet each day with enthusiasm and curiosity. Some find purpose in family, some in volunteering, others in hobbies or creative pursuits that keep their minds engaged and hearts fulfilled. Take, for example, the story of an elderly man who, in his 80s, decided to start painting as a way to fill his days. What began as a small personal hobby grew into a profound source of satisfaction, helping him discover a new dimension of himself he had never explored. With each brushstroke, he found joy in expressing his inner world, a joy that reminded him of his capacity for growth and self-expression. Purpose can be a powerful anchor, giving us something to look forward to, something that feels meaningful and uniquely ours. So, as we reflect on what brings us joy and builds our resilience, let's take a moment to ask ourselves, what small practice could I adopt to cultivate gratitude and find joy in each day? Is there a hobby, a simple ritual, or even a few words of self-encouragement that could help me greet life with a smile, even on difficult days? And remember, if you have found something that works for you, whether it's an attitude, a practice, or a little daily habit, please share it with us. These shared insights become a tapestry of wisdom, helping us all build resilient, joyful lives together. Lesson 4. Building and strengthening relationships. As the years pass, we come to see that life's true richness often lies in the people who fill it, the friends who share our memories, the family who grounds us, the community that connects us. Relationships are the threads that weave our lives together, each one a unique bond that adds color, warmth, and depth to our journey. In our younger days, relationships may have felt abundant and easy to come by, woven into daily routines and social circles. But as life changes, so too do our relationships. Friends may move away, loved ones may pass on, and we may find ourselves with fewer people to talk to or share moments with. Yet, this phase of life offers a new kind of richness, the chance to deepen and cherish the connections we do have, and perhaps even form new ones that bring joy and support to our days. This isn't just about companionship, it's about feeling connected, valued, and understood. The beauty of relationships in these later years is that they are often more intentional, less about quantity and more about quality, where each connection is a conscious choice to share life's experiences together. Nurturing relationships at this stage often requires a bit more effort, but the rewards are profound. Even something as simple as reaching out to an old friend or making a weekly phone call to a family member can make a world of difference, not just to them, but to us as well. Think about the joy that blossoms from these connections, the comfort of a familiar voice, the laughter that comes from shared memories, the reassurance of knowing there's someone who understands you deeply. These connections don't need to be grand or frequent. Often it's the small, consistent gestures that matter most. For instance, Consider an elderly woman who, each Sunday afternoon, calls her grandchildren just to hear about their week. These moments of connection bring her a sense of belonging, of being woven into the fabric of their lives, even if they are miles apart. This small ritual becomes a pillar of her week, a touchstone that reminds her of her role in their lives and their role in hers. Relationships like these serve as a gentle reminder that no matter our age, we are part of something larger than ourselves. Moreover, it's never too late to make new friends or rekindle old connections. Often, we find that people around us are just as eager for companionship and understanding. Attending local gatherings, joining community groups, or even simply striking up a conversation with a neighbor can lead to meaningful bonds. Take the story of a gentleman in his late 70s who decided, after years of living alone, to join a local gardening club. What he found was not just a shared interest, but a group of individuals who became like family. Together, they spent hours in the garden, sharing stories, laughter, and even moments of vulnerability. These friendships became a source of strength and joy for him, reminding him that he was part of a caring community. Building relationships in later life may feel like stepping out of one's comfort zone, but the reward is a renewed sense of purpose and a reminder that our capacity to connect and be connected is timeless. So let's ask ourselves, who in my life could I reach out to today? Is there a friend, a family member, or even an acquaintance with whom I could share a moment of connection? And if you're watching this and feel inspired, share a story about a relationship that has brought meaning to your life or a small gesture that helped you deepen a bond. These stories remind us that relationships, whether new or old, bring meaning, love, and warmth to our lives, proving that we are never alone on this journey. Lesson 5. Embracing lifelong learning and growth. The beauty of life lies in its endless capacity for discovery, and this doesn't change with age. In fact, as we move into the later stages of our lives, the joy of learning can become even more profound. With the pressures of career and raising families often behind us, we find ourselves with the gift of time and the freedom to explore our interests simply for the love of it. Lifelong learning isn't about mastering complex subjects or acquiring new degrees. It's about curiosity, a willingness to engage with the world around us, and a desire to stay mentally sharp and spiritually vibrant. Whether we're picking up a new hobby, diving into a fascinating book, experimenting with a recipe we've never tried before, or even exploring technology to stay connected with loved ones, each new experience brings a sense of purpose and delight that invigorates the spirit. There's a quiet but powerful satisfaction in being a perpetual student of life, someone who remains open to new ideas and challenges, no matter the number of years behind us. Imagine the sense of accomplishment that comes with trying something new, even if it's as simple as learning to use a smartphone or tablet to stay in touch with family or friends. Many older adults find technology intimidating, a barrier between them and the world. But with a little patience and practice, it becomes a bridge to connection, information, and entertainment. There's a story of a gentleman in his 80s who, after years of resistance, finally decided to learn how to use a video calling app to stay in touch with his grandchildren. What started as a small endeavor became a gateway to regular conversations, virtual celebrations, and shared laughter, giving him the joy of watching his grandchildren grow up in real time despite the distance. Learning doesn't always mean embarking on grand projects. Sometimes it's about the small steps that open doors to moments of joy, belonging, and mental agility. And of course, there's a satisfaction in knowing that even with all of life's changes, we're still capable of growth and adaptation. For some, lifelong learning may mean returning to passions they never had the chance to fully explore, or even discovering new ones altogether. Perhaps it's a love for painting, writing, gardening, or music that has been simmering quietly for years, waiting for the right moment to flourish. Consider the story of a woman who, after retiring, began attending a weekly painting class at her local community center. What started as a casual hobby quickly became a cherished part of her life, a way for her to express emotions, memories, and ideas that she had carried with her for decades. In each brushstroke, she found not only a newfound skill, but also a piece of herself. This creative outlet brought her a renewed sense of purpose, giving her something to look forward to each week, a sense of achievement, and a community of like-minded individuals who shared her passion. These experiences remind us that it's never too late to discover, create, and embrace the wonders of life, no matter where we are on our journey. So, ask yourself, is there something you've always wanted to learn? Something you've been curious about, but haven't yet explored? Maybe it's as simple as cooking a dish from a different culture, reading a novel in a new genre, or even joining a local group to meet others with similar interests. If you're watching and feel inspired, share with us one thing you've recently learned or something you've always wanted to try. Let's celebrate the spirit of growth and discovery together. Lifelong learning is a reminder that our minds and hearts are capable of renewal and expansion at any age, that each day is an invitation to dive deeper into the wonders of life. As we continue to learn, we not only nurture ourselves, but also share a bit of that light with those around us, proving that growth is a lifelong journey and a gift we can give to ourselves at any stage of life. As we reflect on this journey toward living a long, fulfilling life, the themes that emerge are not grand accomplishments or the accumulation of possessions, but rather the richness of the small daily practices that sustain us. It's about the gentle yet steady care we give our bodies, respecting and nurturing them in ways that celebrate where we are right now. It's about cultivating financial wisdom, not for the sake of wealth, but for the peace it brings, allowing us to live with dignity, free from unnecessary worry. It's about fostering a mindset of joy and resilience, one that can weather the inevitable changes of life, embracing gratitude and laughter as tools for daily renewal. It's about the relationships that sustain us, the friends who make us laugh, the family who shares our memories, and the community that connects us to something larger. And it's about staying curious, seeing each day as a new opportunity to learn, grow, and engage with the world around us. These practices are the quiet, steady pillars of a life well lived, each one a choice to embrace the moment and invest in the things that truly matter. Imagine this phase of life as a garden cultivated over decades. Some plants have been with us since the beginning, sturdy and reliable, while others are newer, perhaps just beginning to bloom. Each choice we make, each small habit, is like tending to this garden, pruning, watering, nurturing it into something that brings joy and satisfaction. We may not be able to change the weather or the seasons, but we can choose how we care for our garden, ensuring it remains a source of peace, beauty, and fulfillment. In this way, our lives become a reflection of the love and attention we give to these simple yet powerful practices. We may no longer rush toward goals as we once did, but we find ourselves more attuned to the present, savoring the moments we once might have hurried through. This is the gift of this stage of life, the chance to slow down, to see with clarity what brings us joy, and to deepen our appreciation for each day. As we close, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've shared today. What resonated most with you? Was it the reminder to nurture your body in gentle, sustainable ways? The reassurance that financial wisdom can provide a sense of security and peace. The inspiration to build resilience and joy through gratitude and purpose. The encouragement to treasure and nurture relationships, or perhaps the invitation to remain curious, to continue learning, and to find fulfillment in new interests and experiences. These are the treasures of a life well lived, the quiet yet powerful practices that sustain us. Let's celebrate the wisdom we have gained, the resilience we have built, and the love we continue to share. If you feel moved, share a thought or a story in the comments below, whether it's a memory, a piece of advice, or something you're looking forward to in the days to come. Together, we create a tapestry of shared wisdom, a community of individuals who value and support one another on this journey. Let's encourage each other to embrace these later years not as a closing chapter, but as a time of renewal, discovery, and joy. And as we step forward, let's remember that each day is a gift, an opportunity to live with intention, to connect deeply, and to continue growing in heart and spirit. Thank you for being here, for sharing this time, and for believing in the beauty of a life that grows richer with each passing year. Let's make the most of this journey together.